I have a confession to make. I did, in fact, almost failed high school. And it's not for the reason you think. No, it wasn't because of math. No, it wasn't English, science, or history. It was art class. Now, you're probably wondering, how could I possibly fail health class and jeopardize my high school graduation? Good question. You see, gender dysphoria caused some really conflicting emotions towards this subject, since it's about reproduction between two genders. And I didn't have things quite figured out yet. So what better way than to avoid it and pretend it doesn't exist? And that's what I did. And it kind of worked. Somehow I managed to cheat my way through everything up until this point. Because obviously I didn't learn anything. Now, high school had two different classes, freshman and senior sex ed. Freshman year, all I could remember was a student putting a condom on a banana. Obviously, I wasn't paying attention. In my mind, none of this stuff applied to me, so who cares? But things eventually caught up to me senior year, because my teacher made it clear that in this class, there would be no shortcuts.
And we will definitely be spending a lot of time talking about the penis. We'll be talking about the vagina. Do you find it amusing that we'll be talking about sexual intercourse?
Now, my brother who already took the class was like, "You're so fucked." He knew I was sensitive to the subject and would often use that as my weakness.
Penis.
I didn't like hearing those words because they often caused a lot of distress about my body. A lot of it was me projecting my own insecurities, since I was transgender. Now, the first day of class, we just dove right into things. We didn't play that game until next class. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's where students list a bunch of slang to get the giggles out. No, my first day was talking about condoms and the menstrual cycle, and it made me almost puke. It stirred up so much confusing feelings that just had me spiraling. I spoke to the teacher after class about this being a sensitive subject for me, and she told me that she literally saw my face turning green, which I didn't even know people actually did that. I thought that only happened in cartoons to emphasize disgust. One time, things got so bad, I actually got up and ran out of the classroom, and the teacher had to stop me to have a student escort me to the nurse's office, because in case I passed out in the hallway. It was a struggle for me, and the teacher still made it clear that she was going to make this easy for me, because I actually got an email from her that I'm failing the class, and a reminder that I cannot graduate if I don't participate. I did occasionally get excused from videos about, childbirth, and I got a free period to draw in the library. But most of the time, I was stuck in class. I had a very funny interaction in math class afterwards, and my teacher was like, "Got something on your mind there, Miss Doe?" I forgot to put the C in secant. "Mr. Teacher, I have you know I do not like sex. It was all a misunderstanding." We had this group presentation. I forget what it was about. Let's just say I have never been so hard carried in a presentation my entire life. And I'm usually the MVP. I wasn't even part of the discussions. My team helped make it look like I participated. They just gave me the easiest topic, spermicide, which is like sperm flypaper. And that was literally my only contribution to that presentation. When she had a diagram of private parts up on the board, we had to label them, and I just sat there, looking at my feet, listening. And when the teacher saw I wasn't writing any notes, she reminded me that I need to be participating if I want to pass this class. I could not get myself to look at the diagrams, and that's when I had the brilliant idea to just flip the paper over, and I wrote everything I heard using my imagination. And it worked. Somehow, I actually managed to name all the body parts perfectly. And I did end up passing the class in the end. Did I learn anything from this class? Not really. But I do know what spermicide is. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I hope you liked it. Stay tuned for more.